I have what you might call a bit of an addiction to these small RGB tube lights. I'm constantly on the lookout for the one that's going to work best for me, so as a new one comes out, I keep buying more and more. But recently I got a package in from Falcon Eyes, and I think I might have finally found the best mini tube light yet. It's the IRISA1, or IRISA. Let's take a closer look at it and check out the specs. This light has 13 watts of power, and with its built-in 3200 milliamp battery, you're gonna get about an hour to an hour and a half when you're at max power. It has an enormous color range in CCT mode from 2500 degrees Kelvin to 9999 degrees Kelvin. It's one of the largest color ranges I've seen in a light like this. You've got built-in magnets at the back here at each end. The build quality of the light is actually outstanding. It is all plastic, but it's a really solid, thick plastic, and if this thing falls down, I don't worry about it breaking on me. It might be hard to see, but this light is well scarred up. It's even been out in a bit of a rainstorm with me, and it is still going strong. Let's take a peek at the controls. You have a series of 5 buttons here. The big red one, obviously your power. One thing I like about this power button is you don't have to click and hold, just one quick press, and you are on. Starts up super fast. The next button here changes the different modes. The following button is how you move through the menus. Opal, I'm trying to shoot a video, please. Can you move? The third button here is how you move through the different settings, and then of course you have your up and down arrows to change the values. For example, we're first turned on, we're in CCT mode here. So if I want to go down to actually change the color temperature, I click that once, and I can move this up to 5600K. I should mention that the buttons are rubberized, and they have this really nice tactile feedback to them. Move down to the next menu here, and here's another really cool feature about this light. You actually can control the green and magenta shift of this light. So matching this light to other fixtures is really, really easy. And another thing to note, as LEDs age, they tend to shift either a little bit more magenta or a little bit more green. So as this light gets older and older and the color starts to shift a little bit, you can make your necessary adjustments here with this light. Kind of future-proofs the light. All right, let's go over to the next setting here, which is your scene modes. These are all your different special effects. If you can see in the screen here, they actually have little icons to kind of tell you what the different effect modes are. Here you have your HSI mode. Again, that's super straightforward. Click that third button to move through the different settings. And now you have RGB mode, self-explanatory. The light has a series of gel effects in here from both Lee and Roscoe. The rest of them are just sort of settings. You can reset your Bluetooth and change the channel ID for wireless control of these lights. So you can have numerous of these lights, but have them all controlled independently by having them on their own channel. And that pretty much covers controlling from the light itself. Now let's take a look at controlling the light from its mobile app. The mobile application for the Falcon Eyes light is called DSAL Lite. When you first fire it up, you have 0 devices in here, so we obviously need to add the light. So I have the light on right now. We'll click the plus, add device. And there is the light, RGB SPT528C. We will hit the plus button. And now it is added. So now we can go back to the main screen here, click all devices, and now we have the app up. It comes up in HSI mode. And again, this is really straightforward. You just kind of move around inside the circle to pick the color you want. All right, Opal, you are in the way. I am trying to demonstrate the light. Move along. So like I said, you move through the color wheel here. You can also control the intensity down here with the slider. You can also click into the HSRI area and manually enter your own value. Let's say 50 and OK. You could also turn off and turn back on the light from here as well. RGB, again, you can just use the sliders to change the values. Here are all your gel modes. Let's turn that intensity down a little bit with the slider. And now we have all the different gel modes. I want to note here how actually really responsive this light is. When you make a setting change here in the app, it's less than a half a second before it shows up on the light. Here are the Roscoe gels. Turn that back down a little bit. Plenty of those. Now at the bottom, you have your different modes here. We were in color mode. If you click temperature, now we have your CCT mode. Again, you can change the temperature with the top slider, with the middle slider. You control the brightness of it. And then at the very bottom, you have your green and magenta shift button. Scene are all your different special effect modes: lightning, candle, heartbeat. You can control the frequency with the plus and minus down here, like 1, 2, 3. And of course the intensity slider is there for you as well. Music is what you would use if you wanted to have this light reacting to music playing on your mobile device. That's not something I really use, so we're going to skip that. We'll go over to picture. Now we're in picture mode. So I'm going to take a picture of that blue background. We'll click the eyedropper. Now the light is matching that color. It's a very simple, straightforward, easy to use app. It's been rock solid for me. I've not had any problems with it at all. Connects very quickly. It's never crashed on me. It's not something I can say about a lot of other mobile apps I've used with different RGB lights like this. Opal, get your finger up there. Stop. That frosted front cover of the Falcon Eyes light can actually produce some pretty soft light. I was testing this light out kind of hanging over top of this typewriter, using its magnets to hold it onto the boom arm of my C-stand, and I wanted to get the light a little more directional, so I just surrounded it with a piece of cinefoil. Set the color temperature to the same as the candle that was there on the side of it. I really liked the light it was producing. In its price range, I really don't know of a better, smaller RGB tube light than the Falcon Eyes IRISA 1. And I'm not just saying that because Falcon Eyes sent me this light to review. In fact, Falcon Eyes is not terribly happy with me right now. I've had this light for maybe 6 months now, and they keep emailing me asking me if I'm ever going to review it. So the review is finally here. I've tested the heck out of this thing. It is absolutely rock solid, and I think I've finally found the perfect short RGB tube light for me. I can get rid of all my others. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Have a good one. Opal, I'm trying to set up the shot. Can you move, please? Opal, move. I'm trying to set up the shot. I'm trying to set up the shot, Opal.